So, hello.
Hi there.
Welcome to the pilot episode of White Man, Black Man Sandwich.
We've already screwed up. That's...
Okay, we'll start again.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, okay. Why do I have to do it?
You're the host.
I'm not. I
thought you wanted to be Jonathan Ross.
Oh, I do want to be Jonathan Ross. I can't do it.
So,
I was about to do an impression of Jonathan Ross, but that's not going to...
Okay, alright, I'll go in then. Okay, welcome to the...
No, I want to do it now. Alright, okay.
Hello and welcome to the pilot...
No, that's me! That's not me! Okay, right, okay. Hello there and welcome to Black Man, White... Oh, fuck. I've just...
The whole
Wait, what's
joke
the name
doesn't
of
work if it's that way around.
What's the name of our title?
So it's
Our title.
White Man, right, okay. Welcome to White Man, Black Man Sandwich.
Yes, you
There
get
we
that White Man, Black Man Sandwich because...
Okay.
Let's introduce ourselves. We have Ben Allen, who is a white man.
Thank you. Hello. Yes.
Raphael Obaro, who is a black man.
Sup.
And myself, Hugh Churchman, who is a sandwich.
Or a white man. It depends how you look at it. You can look at it like as the two white men as the two slices of bread, and the black man as the meat. And that sounds really wrong.
Yeah,
but that works.
sounds
It works.
wrong.
Though.
It
works.
works.
Well.
It works.
Or you can think of us like a white man, a black man, and a sandwich.
Which?
But I'm pretty sure Hugh isn't of the sandwich variety. I'm pretty
Well,
sure he's a
I'm
human.
pretty sure if you
not
took a
too
bite
sure.
into me, I'd be quite delicious and tasty.
Yeah, maybe.
We
Quite
sound-
a
we
high
s-
saturated fat.
This does actually sound like a gay porno podcast now.
I want
also
to
when you-
reiterate, it's not a gay porno.
Yeah,
um,
sorry about that.
There goes half of our viewership, which is half of nothing at the minute.
Yeah, so
So-
sorry about that, gay porn people.
Lovers.
Yeah, because I'm
Yeah.
afraid I'm not.
Why are
gonna-
you listening to a podcast about porn when you could be watching it?
Yeah,
Yeah, I just love the
Go
tone.
watch gay porn.
this is not good. We've already lowered the whole.
We've lowered the tone.
Right, so.
Alright, let's
yes, so-
talk about something.
Right, okay. What can we talk about really? We've
Okay,
got.
well, what is the purpose of this podcast? What do we do? What are we going to do?
Well, basically, all we like to do really is talk about. There's a door. Then I might close the door. Hang on a sec. Oh, you can do that, thank you.
I'm
Awesome.
next to the door. I might as well close it.
Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Right, basically, what this podcast is about is just everything and nothing at the same time. It's just really about sort of geeky stuff and all that kind of stuff, really. Like today, I think we're going to talk. This is a pilot, so bear with us. We're still trying to learn. We've never done this sort of thing before.
We're
thinking,
total hacks.
yeah,
Yeah.
really good. I'm the best though.
Yeah,
are
the
you the
best
best at what you do?
The best hack, yeah, I'm the best hack.
Are you the
so
best at what you do?
It's either I think we're going to discuss like.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
You guys, you've already lowered the tone.
Go fuck yourself.
Oh, stop! That's 3 times. Okay, look, no, stop,
This is
stop.
a bit soon for when we
Yeah,
talk
can we
about it.
please? Let's get into that later. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I apologise. I'm afraid the black man and the sandwich they're incredibly rude. I'm sorry.
Rude, very rude.
Oh,
sorry.
dear.
I'm sorry,
Goodness,
listeners.
goodness.
It's hard to control us.
Right, can we just calm down, please?
Okay, right. So yes,
Right, we're
Onwards.
gonna talk about MCM. If anyone doesn't know what MCM is, that's
the
the
movies, comics, manga exposition.
or as I like to call
Is
it,
that
manga.
the name? Oh.
Yeah.
it is.
I didn't know that.
Or as
You
I-
didn't know that?
No.
It's just MCM for
Yeah.
a reason.
Yeah.
London supposed Comic Con.
Which I would call it that because you couldn't move half the time.
And
and
we're
there
in
was-
costume.
And we were in costume, but we'll talk about that in a minute. And also the X-Men First Class film, which was very good.
We saw it yesterday, launch day.
But we'll talk about that more
Second
about that later.
screening, because that's sad.
Yeah. Anything else we want to talk about, or was it just those two things?
Well, we can talk about games. Eleanor, that came out last week.
All right, okay. Well,
sort of,
whatever.
before.
Whatever we want to do. Shall we start with MCM first then?
MCM,
All
yeah, why not?
Let's start.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So we. How can we start?
How can we
I'm
start?
gonna-
Okay,
let's
I
start
went
with the-
dressed as Doctor Strange because I am weird.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But can we? We'll add. Hugh and I went there last year, and
I
we
didn't.
enjoyed it. No, Raph
Well,
didn't.
Raph didn't, no.
We really enjoyed it. But
Well, I didn't really.
well, okay, I enjoyed it.
Well, I had to go to Reading afterwards. I was carrying on
Oh
a
yeah,
bag of stuff, and I didn't really get
But
to do anything.
I really enjoyed it, and
we were late, very late.
yeah, we were. Oh, we're talking about last year now. Yeah, we were very late, weren't we? Incredibly so, and it was quite difficult to get there. But obviously now we were more prepared. Not to mention this time round, we did what we said we'd never do, only because I kept persuading us, and we went in costume, which I've always thought of it as really, really geeky and really.
Yeah, the whole thing
I don't
put
want
me
to do
off last year. the
And
whole
it was,
costume.
yeah, of course, Raph, it was, but I felt I enjoyed it a lot more in
Yeah,
costume.
because everybody loved your costumes.
Oh yeah, well, okay, we'll get into that now.
Yeah.
For my 21st, my 21st birthday.
Which is like a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, just a couple of weeks ago. I I got a Spider-Man costume, a full body lycra Spider-Man costume. I don't mean Argos styly. I'm talking about, you know,
A body sock.
proper body sock. Like there's morph suits, but with a proper Spider-Man costume. Even had white eyes, and yeah, I really had that on my birthday party because it was a comics and video games theme party, and then I was instantly like, yeah, I'm going to use this for MCM, and I persuaded like half our
group
party to venture into MCM
people,
with
people
that.
bugged out, which is
Which is a shame. But
we could have been going with the Sonic the Hedgehog as well.
Yeah, we had Sonic the Hedgehog. We were going to have a Goron from Zelda. If you don't know what that is, it's the big rock guy thing.
I don't know what that
And Loz was going to come as a wheelchair-bound person.
Yeah, he didn't really care.
No. Okay. Well, that's okay. That's fine.
would have been so
That's
awesome
fine.
if
That's
it
fine
was
because they didn't
Xavier.
have to. So I was okay with that. I just wanted to go, and I just wanted someone to go with me.
Yeah.
Um,
So you were Spider-Man.
I was
Doctor
Spider-Man.
Strange, and
I was Nick Fury.
Can we mention Black Nick Fury?
Yes.
As in Samuel L. Jackson.
Jackson. And I think you pulled it off quite well.
You
with
did
the
very
cigar
well.
And the eye patch.
Yeah.
Yeah, well-
Although I like the fact that you had the cigar, but you wouldn't put it in your mouth just in case
Yeah, 'cause-
MCM staff would come down and go, "Oh, I'm
It's-
sorry, you can't do that. You can't smoke."
Yeah, I was really paranoid about that. I
Yeah,
didn't even want to get
all
it
these
out.
people going around in costumes, and they really.
Yeah, like a massive sword for Cloud and all those people from Final Fantasy and stuff
What
like that. And
about-
you're sitting there going, "Oh, I don't know about my cigar. I might poke someone's eye out with it." Or something, I don't know. It just made me laugh. Oh, not that you would talk like that, obviously.
Yeah, but anyway, you're quite popular.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
were.
I'll mention that. I don't want to talk about that because I thought it might be really
Probably
funny.
Oh,
see
no,
his
you're quite
pictures
famous.
and
You
Alright,
have a
stuff.
lot of
okay,
photographs.
okay then.
But
Yeah.
you can't find them because, of course, you can't see your face.
Right, well, with MCM, I did find it weird how, well, obviously, this was the first time we went in costume. And, oh, sorry, that was my phone.
Was it your bird?
Yes, it was. Sorry. I'll answer that in a minute. Basically, we'd never been before, and I'd never been in costume, and it was quite surreal, really, because everyone kept, everyone had a sort of common interest, I felt, and that's why we
It
all
was a
sort of talked.
camaraderie. You felt really quite welcome.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
And when that guy went up to me, that middle-aged guy, and said, "Oh, you're Doctor Strange, aren't you?" I went, "Yes, I am Doctor
Yeah.
Strange. Thank you very
Do you
much."
mean, yeah, exactly.
I'm the master of the Mystic Arts.
If you went as
And he
Doctor
said,
Strange,
"That's a step too far." I said, "Okay, well, leave you alone."
if you if you went as Doctor Strange to my party,
That-
no one would know who you are.
Yeah,
no, and so I
exactly.
went as the Doctor. Maybe because
Yeah.
I hadn't actually made that costume yet.
Yeah. Ooh, what was that pop?
Pop.
Yeah, I heard a pop noise.
Pop.
Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Gunshot!
Let's ignore that popping
but
sound.
I'm sure it's fine. Don't do that. So yeah, but I just felt we were sort of all involved, and like people would talk to you. Never met these people. In fact, you can't see some of their faces. Like, especially if you're talking to me, no one's gonna know what the hell I look like under that.
Yeah.
And
No, it's like the woman on the Elephant Man just said, "Doctor Strange, what's the strangest thing you saw?" I said, "His face."
it's a bit inappropriate. Oh yeah, because yeah, we'll talk. Actually, let's talk about the things that were there as well as the costumes. I mean,
What else
like,
was there?
what was there?
Well, okay, we'll talk about the. We went to a couple of we saw a Green Lantern preview, which was
Alright.
pretty unspectacular.
It was.
Yeah,
It was.
nothing.
Sorry.
It was all
Amazing.
right. It was nice
And
to.
then
you
there
okay?
was the.
You alright? You okay?
Can you pass my water, please?
Yeah, sure. Sorry. You've got water.
I've
How
got
professional. I haven't
Well,
got
no,
anything.
because you haven't had a drink today, and water's
Oh, okay.
good hydrating stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but yeah,
so
we.
back on topic.
Sorry, Raph. Basically, yeah, with the Green Lantern one, it was pretty damn terrible.
It's
actually.
this preview that I'm pretty sure they've released to the public before. It's
Yeah.
like I went to Birmingham and then they did
I
that.
gotta say, I did feel like when we
Walking
watched those trailers. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, like
Oh, no, that's
Walking Dead
another
one.
convention though. We
Oh,
don't
it's
want
another-
to confuse everyone.
Oh no, yeah, it's another
We
one.
went to Birmingham as well. Walking Dead. No, we won't get into that. But yes, when before, I think like when we was handing in our work. Oh, sorry. By the way, we're animation students. We should have probably
Yeah, we
mentioned
should
all
have mentioned
that.
this. We're all animation students,
Yes.
or soon to be animation graduates from
Unemployed animations.
In-debt animators.
Yeah.
in debt, and we're not going to be. At least we are because student loans. I
Yep.
forget
Yeah.
about
But
that.
that only happens when you're earning a certain amount of money, and I don't think I'll ever earn that amount of money.
Oh, okay.
And we've got to hope we're going to earn that amount of money. Otherwise, we're going to be eating food out of cans.
I already do that.
And I already do that.
I
So
don't.
it's pretty
I do it out of
sweet.
packets as well. Do you do that too?
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I like
No, I
this.
hate it.
Like,
I really want a better life. No, anyway, sorry. Yeah, a few nights before we went to MCM, and we handed in our work.
We just said we're animation students from Norwich.
Oh,
Just-
sorry.
Let's,
Oh,
let's
God.
say that we're
God,
from.
so much to talk
no,
about.
well, you're from north of Norwich.
Right,
I'm,
okay, shall
I'm
we-
from Suffolk.
This is really bad. This is really unprofessional. This is
Really
terrible.
You wanna-
It's a pilot. We'll
Okay,
get
okay.
through
Should
this.
we just introduce ourselves now properly because we just went,
Okay.
oh, Ben. Right, okay, right. Well, I'm Ben Allen, and I'm an animation student from Norwich. There's a car there. That's good.
And he's white.
This is in my room, by the way. That's why the recording probably is very awful.
It's a pilot, and if this goes well, we might invest in some.
We might invest
stuff.
in some equipment, but I don't know about that, to be honest, because we're going to be poor
Yes.
very soon.
Yeah, very soon.
Yes. And yeah. Anyway, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, I'm an animation student from the. Shut up! Yeah, what's so funny?
Your face.
An animation student from Norwich, and I'm studying in Norwich. Yeah, that's pretty much it, really. I can say I'm really into
Gay porn.
gay porn. Thanks for that, Raf. I don't
You're
think I
welcome.
am. I don't think I am.
I think you are.
I think-
No, you're in gay porn, though, aren't you?
I'm not in gay. Why?
I've seen your desktop.
What is this? You were complaining, Raf, that you were worried this was going to be considered a gay porn podcast, and all you mentioned now is gay porn.
With the
Yes.
title, can you really escape it?
That's the whole point. It's supposed to be stupid
It's ironic.
because it's
It's not
actually
ironic,
three
it's
overweight
stupid.
people who just talk about stupid geeky shit.
And to be honest, we are on a sandwich. There's a white guy there. There's a black guy and another white guy. You're in a sandwich between us.
Yes, we're actually in the order, by the way.
Yes,
everyone,
we are.
even if you
Yes,
can't see it.
I stressed that point.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so yeah, do you want to introduce yourself now, Raf?
Yeah.
You'll learn more about us as this goes on, I think.
Raphael is actually a Ninja Turtle.
Can
Yes, I'm actually a turtle, a black one. I'm from London.
What? A black one? They got him with a black tail. Sorry.
Yeah,
Raf.
he spray painted himself.
Yeah.
Purple
Yeah,
and
so-
green.
Yes, I'm Raphael, animation student from London, studying in Norwich.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm Hugh. I'm also an animation student. Well, I should say we're graduating in a few weeks' time.
Yeah,
So,
not long.
We're going to be
so not long. We
graduates.
handed in our work.
So
last week.
if you want to make donations to PayPal
Yes,
on
we all have websites. Well, we will
Please.
have websites after this afternoon, maybe.
Please, we need jobs.
We need
Seriously,
money.
you don't have to, Dodo. We're not pleading.
Um,
Actually, no, I'm pleading. Please pay, please.
Yes, please make this podcast successful so we can have like merchandise and then we can make money. No,
So.
We like money.
no,
God.
no. This is for the fun of the fun.
Right,
Yes. So
okay.
Yes.
So,
Yes. And I'm from Suffolk.
Right. So. Shall we go back to what we were talking about? Now we've introduced ourselves.
What were we
Yes.
talking
So
about?
yes, we were talking about Green Lantern and how the preview
Right,
was
I remember
kind
now.
of bad.
Anyway, Raph was at mine. We were pulling an all-nighter doing work ready for hand-in, and I showed him. We got bored because we were waiting for things to export. That happens a lot in animation. It's great fun.
Yes,
Just waiting things for
take
export.
your file to render and then you go to bed.
Yeah. Well, we weren't. We were up all night, and we looked at cartoon intros. Obviously, it was loads of cartoon
Yeah, and he
introductions.
showed me something called
I showed
O'Hare.
Bucky O'Hare, which is awesome. If no one's
I've
watched that,
never heard of that
Bucky
before
O'Hare
that
was-
day.
Bucky
Which is
O'Hare
wrong.
was br-
You're an animation student and you do draw an animation and you've
Yes.
never heard of
Bucky
Bucky
O'Hare.
O'Hare.
Well, am I supposed to?
Bucky, Captain Bucky O'Hare. That was the theme tune, by the way. Not me
About-
singing it. I like everyone went silent when I did that.
Yeah, well, you've never heard of Samurai
So-
Pizza Cats.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I apologise.
Yeah, I mean, that was awesome.
Anyway,
Anyway,
and so I showed Raph the Green Lantern trailer, and I'd never seen that one because it's a new trailer. I
Yeah.
think it was like trailer 2,
Yeah.
which is a very unique name.
Two.
Then it was at MCM
Yeah.
when they were going on about like, oh yeah, we're going to show you really like exclusive stuff.
Exclusive.
It was the
After
same
having
trailer.
a sit through, having like get 10 people out the crowd, get
I'll
them
get back to
shirts
that.
and make them go Green Lantern in front of everyone, and just really irritating.
Shall we
us.
go more into that actually? Because I mean, I just realised we just said that, and I talking about a trailer, and then you suddenly burst in with.
Oh yeah, no, this is
Oh,
what we
yeah,
had
well-
before, didn't it?
Oh yeah. Sorry. Do you want to talk about
Yeah,
the Green
so-
Lantern thing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
well,
the most
before
annoying
the
thing
trailer.
about I'm talking quite quietly.
Yeah, you're very quiet. Do you want to try that again?
I can't speak. Should we get that section out?
No, carry on.
No.
Just get on with it.
Okay, fine. I don't like being put in front of the mic like this.
Oh, okay, right. I'll talk about it then.
You can talk about it.
Right. Okay. Well, basically, with the Green Lantern thing, basically they got 10 people up from the crowd. I put my hand up, but I suppose they didn't want anyone in the Spider-Man costume to do anything Green
Well,
Lantern.
you see, I didn't
related.
because I had like my marigolds on.
I put my hand up, but I think.
I
'cause
think
was
it's just.
black.
I think it's just because you're black.
Yeah, it didn't.
Yeah. No, I agree actually.
Actually, yeah, they're all geeks.
Yeah, they were
one
very-
boy. and
Actually,
a
yeah. No, there
girl.
was one black guy.
There was one
Yeah,
black
wasn't
guy.
there?
Yeah.
There was one black guy. He
Yeah,
dressed
one
as some
black
sort of
guy's
anime
enough.
character. I
Yeah, it
don't know
was
much.
dressed as an Akatsuki member in Naruto.
See, only you'd know that because I don't watch Naruto. 'cause
Yeah, I
it's shit.
watch. It is shit, but you know, I've watched a lot of it.
Sorry for all those Naruto fans who are listening to this. It's a very
Great, we've
there
lost
goes
a huge chunk of our audience.
But no.
Naruto's shit.
Sorry, Naruto. I apologise, everyone who loves Naruto. Sorry about that. You can
I
barely hear me
apologise
on
as
the
well.
thing.
You love crap.
I don't love crap.
Pooh!
But if you love Naruto, you love crap.
Thundercats is the tits. Oh, sorry. I thought. Oh, you mean
Yeah.
Oh, people. No, yeah. Sorry about you loving crap. But it is crap. I think that's all of the audience gone. Shall we go home now?
Maybe.
Anyway.
What is
Yes.
such a mess, this podcast?
Shut up. It's all right. We'll listen to it. It'll be fine. Just anyway. So yeah, they got all these people up, 10, which is quite a lot of people, I have to say, just to shout. What is it?
Green
Hang on.
Lantern's
Anyone know?
motto.
Anyone read Green Lantern? No one does, do
No
they?
one reads Green Lantern.
Okay.
In brightest days and darkest
From
nights.
brightest day to blackest night,
Raph was,
no evil can resist my...
Escape my
my
sight.
sight.
resist my might.
Escape my sight.
Yeah, it does sound like a evil.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, resist my mind!
basically it's
The Green Lantern motto.
It's along with those daft things like they say about the power of Grey Skull and Thundercats Ho and all those other things, but it's Green Lantern saying it, so it's all like, and he just basically pushes. Well, actually, if you've read Green Lantern, you know what bloody hell I'm talking about. Basically, pulls, pushes his ring up into the air.
I go
And
to
shouts,
Green Lantern light!
Yeah.
They had 10 people doing that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
10 people of just really sweaty
And the thing-
and horrible geeks,
the thing
just sitting
is-
there, just going, Green Lantern's light, and then some of them were crap.
And then there's a little boy that didn't even try.
Oh yeah, little boy didn't even try, and then everyone went, oh, and I was like, no, he's gonna win. Yeah, that's the thing. We had to vote. I didn't give a shit. I just
We
wanted
voted
to
What
watch.
was the
but
prize
weren't
for
given
them?
the
It was
opportunity
like a
to
Green
vote.
Lantern shirt.
Oh yeah.
And most of them had a Green Lantern shirt.
The whole
was
reason they were
really-
there was so they wanted to see a preview of Green Lantern.
That is true, actually. I think about 3/4 of the whole group had Green Lantern shirts on, and what did they win? They won Green Lantern shirts just for being in it. I couldn't believe it. That's just ridiculous. Didn't you think they both have gone? Oh shit, he's wearing a Green Lantern shirt. Oh Christ, we better get a Superman shirt. I was like, he's got to go out to HMV. I was like, no, you do it, get it.
Yeah, well, I think Spider-Man would look quite good in a Green Lantern shirt.
Yeah, I was disappointed because I thought maybe they would want it, but I suppose because it's
Would
Green
you have
Lantern.
known the Green Lantern motto?
No, I wouldn't. but they did tell you at the beginning what it was, didn't they?
They only
I
told
read
you
Black.
about-
I read Blackest Night. That'll do. I kind of know a bit. I couldn't remember that. I didn't even know there was a little. What would you call it? A catchphrase? I didn't even know there was one.
the motto.
Apparently there is.
Yeah.
I only know about Power Grey Skull.
What about Grayskull?
Yes, well, enough about Green Lantern.
So anyway, yeah, basically what they showed us was some bits with Ryan Reynolds talking about being the character, and but in between a trailer that we've already seen.
Yeah.
So I felt a bit like.
Well, there was a little bit of footage. Sinestro beating Green Lantern.
Oh no, we saw that, and that was quite cool. And I didn't know
It's quite
who's
cool.
the actor again.
That's Mark Strong.
He looked very good as Sinestro. I'm very.
I know, he's in quite a lot of
I was
stuff.
quite yes.
So do you remember
I-
everything he's been in? He was in Sherlock Holmes,
Kick-Ass.
See, I said ass instead of arse.
Good man. Because although we're British, ladies and gentlemen, we have to call it kick ass because kick ass sounds very stupid, and it sounds like a spoof of the film itself.
Then we should
I'd
make
watch
it.
that.
This is
Make a kick ass.
the next film we
spoof.
make after the Prime speech.
Should we? I don't know if we should talk about that, or should we?
No, we shouldn't talk about that.
Well, basically, the prime speech is this
No, we
thing.
shouldn't
This,
talk about
I'm going to talk about it now. This project that Raph and maybe.
Raph, don't include
oh,
me.
you're not in, you don't want to do it? Okay. Well, Hugh and I thinking of doing. We're going to do stop motion animation using Transformers, and it's going to be a spoof of the King's speech. Enough about that.
That
because
sounds like a terrible idea.
I think it's the best idea ever. I realise that's going to
Don't know
be
when we're gonna film it.
It's going to be very quiet now, isn't it?
So yes, no, we saw this preview.
Anyway,
That's my trailer
We were
voice.
slightly disappointed, although there was that one good bit. But then there was the X-Men First Class panel.
Oh yeah, of course. I forgot about that.
The main reason it went on the Saturday.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, Q&A with the two of the writers.
Mhm.
Yes, two of them.
And
They were talking.
they were talking, and
And we were
someone
listening.
ripped the shit out of them.
That was
Oh
funny.
yeah, do you want to talk about that? Because I didn't actually hear that. bit, and you just-
Well, Lawrence knows more.
Well,
Well, this guy just basically said, "Oh, you didn't. You sat on your ass like 5
Yeah,
weeks
yeah.
and then wrote it all in a week."
yeah. basically.
Right, and he was filming it as well, just going, "Oh, you're shit, you're terrible."
That was, by the way, can I? That wasn't my bird who just texted me. That was Loz asking what the voice actor's surname was again, and that's Tony Conway again. Sorry,
So,
Tony, if you listen to
So
this.
Alex said that to you.
So
yesterday.
Alex is. Why does no one remember this guy's surname? He's very, he's very prominent.
It
He's very.
does help the fact you've got a poster here with it on.
Shut up! I don't need that though. It's my other voice actress's name. I could never remember.
Heather Morgan.
No, as in you're gonna make me say the name now, aren't you? She might hear this. Sim. Yeah, I can never remember her surname. Yeah, I can't remember how to spell it. Even though,
That's a good point.
it's very all it is just an H. It's just BHACHU. But I kept putting it as like Bashu, as in literally, I put BASSHU.
Right,
Which
this
Bashu?
podcast is entering the different...
Sorry, we won't talk about.
Yes. Maybe we shouldn't talk about our personal work.
Sorry, let's go back to Green Lantern. First class.
X-Men, yeah,
Sorry, first
yeah,
class.
This guy was just ripping them apart, and
It was
awkward,
quite funny.
It was quite funny, also quite awkward.
I didn't hear
Also-
that.
Although they did raise up some good points about the continuity of the whole X-Men series.
How Wolverine Origins never happened.
Yeah.
Which I'm glad, because I've never seen it, but I've seen bits of it, and it looked awful. And
It was beyond
after
awful.
what I've seen of Deadpool, I was kind of like, don't want
I
to
hope-
touch that,
Yeah.
because I hear Ryan Reynolds is going to be playing Deadpool in the film, but
I can see that working quite well.
I can see that
yeah.
working very well. But the thing is, the Deadpool in the X-Men Origins wouldn't be the same Deadpool that's in.
I don't think
Ryan
so.
Reynolds wouldn't play that character. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just.
Well, because Deadpool's always talking. We're going on a right tangent now.
No, carry on. That's
That's
fine.
fine.
No, that's cool.
So yeah, Deadpool's awesome. He's great.
Yeah.
As a comic book character, he's really.
I don't know how it's going to work as a film, but we'll see.
He'd break the fourth wall. It'd be brilliant. It'd be someone dressed as a Deadpool costume.
Would
that
that be-
come out, run through the theatre?
Like in the old days, back in like the black and white films, like have you heard of the Tingler?
Yeah.
That's a old black and white film where apparently we scream to get rid of this parasite that goes attached to our spine. So it goes attached. Sorry, it's really bad grammar. I apologise. Attaches to the spine when we're scared, and basically screaming stops it from taking over or something like that. And then they did that in the theatre, didn't they? They had like people people with sticks with a tingler on it and some bizarre thing. Oh, it was just crazy. The golden age of cinema.
They wouldn't happen again.
Wouldn't happen
Cinemas don't want to spend money.
Yeah, exactly. It would cost a lot
Also,
of money.
the whole rise of 3D, they can't even afford.
Well, I was gonna say, I bet you
projectionists.
Deadpool would be 3D just because
Well, no,
breaking the whole fourth wall thing.
3D's on its way out.
What?
Little bit of information. Yeah, recently, new Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides, in 3D and 2D, it's
Mhm.
made more money
From 2D.
from 2D.
I'm not surprised. I do think, although I've heard so many people say 3D's here to stay now because it seems very it's definitely at a good point now, as in like the technology's good enough. I do feel it's a lot of money for very little.
It wears off. After
Yeah,
20 minutes,
exactly.
and
I
to
mean,
be
like-
honest, it doesn't really work.
I mean, like the last film I thought it was okay. I thought it was quite good and was Avatar, but I think that's because it was made almost like they literally tried so hard to make the 3D work, and I think it worked. Oh,
Snake!
I worked. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. My something that isn't a toy just fell down off the shelf.
Yeah.
This
Snake.
is his little children's toy.
It's
fell
not a
down.
children's toy. It's a collector's item.
It's a toy.
It's a Big Boss from Metal Gear Solid. He just fell down.
And
It's Snake!
Yeah, my girlfriend got it for me. So, shut up. There we go.
Snake!
Anyway, what was I going to say? I've completely forgotten now. But basically, I think Avatar was the only one that actually did that really well. I felt because
Yeah, but to be honest, Avatar was a flawed film.
no, I think Avatar was very glorified
It
by
was overlong and just a bit unobtainium.
Unobtainium. What?
I thought
I've
it
never
was-
actually seen the
No,
movie.
I'm not-
Please don't watch
To
it.
be fair, no, it's not terrible. It's a good film, but it's definitely substance rather than. No, sorry, no, I can't say that.
It's
Style.
quantity rather than
It's very
quality.
it's style, a lot more
over
style than
substance.
substance. Yes, exactly.
Alright.
The story is very
Very
vague. Almost, it's very vague as well. I felt I didn't think there was enough, plot to actually grab hold of. It just sort of went, there you go. These guys, they're after this tree. Go do it.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
we're
And
after the
everyone's just
stuff
looking blue and
underneath
just going,
this
"Woo,
tree."
yeah, look at me, CGI." So it's very good though. As in, like I've got it on Blu-ray over there. It's very good. It's just it's worth it if you want if you want something If you want something, oh yeah, did you want to borrow it? Because you got PlayStation 3. Haven't you?
Yeah, I do, but
You don't have an HD TV, do you?
I do, but I just
You
don't.
can play Blu-ray on standard definition.
Yeah, but it would be rubbish. What's the point? I might as well just got the DVD.
I don't like playing stuff on my PlayStation 3 or DVDs.
Well, I do Blu-ray. Anyway, so
Anyway.
we're really going off on a tangent now.
Yeah, sorry.
Basically, Avatar is a good film, but I'm warning you, it's not very good in terms of story. It's just... I just can't believe we just made a review on Avatar when we were talking about MCM. Shall we go back to MCM?
Yeah, so
Back to
MCM, we were
first
at
class.
X-Men, so yeah, they had the panel. That was fine. Then we went off, had lunch.
Lunch was a lot of money. But
Yeah, not
And
very
then I
good
brought
actually.
a whole load of stuff.
But shall we
from
talk
MCM.
about... I've just realised something really funny that... Well, it's funny in my... I didn't find it funny at the time. Shall we talk about my tag? My little...
Oh yes, no.
Yeah.
Okay, so to understand this, everyone goes through with their ticket. They scan it, then you go along to another person. They give you a little wristband that you have to stick
Yeah,
on.
like a little wrist... Like you get in a festival or something like that. Like just a red wristband.
Yeah.
And bear in mind, ladies and gentlemen, I'm wearing a full body sock. Spider-Man costume, okay? I got through my... put my ticket through, scanned it in. The guy just went, "What, Spidey?" I was like, "Yeah, thanks, cheers." Walked through, went to this woman, and she immediately went, "Right, we've got a problem here, haven't we?" And I was like, "I'm sorry, we've got a problem." He's like, yes, we do. I need to put this on your wrist. So I was like, okay. So I put my wrist out, for her to actually, put my tag on. And she goes, "No, it has to be on your skin." I was like, I'm sorry, on my skin. And she said, "Yeah, it's got to be on your skin." So you can't put it on my wrist. No, unless you got to take the costume off. I was like, "Are you joking?" Now bear in mind, okay, this is a zip at the back. It's a full body costume. Even the mask is attached, okay, and it zips up all in the back. And I had to take it off. In front of everyone, just so I could put my tag.
your arm.
So I got my arm out. There's a photograph of me somewhere, and I think Johnny Crab took a picture on his iPhone. There's a picture of me just seductively taking off my costume, so you could reveal my shoulder and then my whole entire arm along my face. Obviously, I was wearing a thing to stop my hair because bear in mind I have very long hair as well.
And it's balding.
And it's. Should we not go into that? It's really harsh. I might actually.
He's not Bill Bailey, so don't worry.
No, I'm actually 21, so I'm not actually Bill Bailey yet.
You're getting there though.
I'm not getting there. Shut up! I'm very, very sensitive about my hair, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very sensitive.
Calm
Doesn't
down.
end up when you don't put anything in. It doesn't look like Doc Ock.
But anyway, can we? I haven't had a shower as well, so it's disgusting. Anyway,
Lovely.
basically, sorry everyone.
Oh, that's the smell.
Can we just please get on with this? Anyway, swimming hat.
So yeah, you've got your swimming cap on.
Yeah, and so I looked very daft, I've got to say. I had a swimming hat on, and I took that off as well, obviously with the costume, because I thought I'm not going to go wandering around with a swimming hat on. So I put my arm. I can't talk today.
You outstretched your wrist. She put it on.
Thank you, Q. I stretched my wrist to the woman. She put the tag on. No, that's it. Another woman did that because she said, "Oh well, can't you just let him put it on the costume?" She was like, "No, it has to be on the skin." I was like, "Really? Does it have to be on the skin? That's just ridiculous. Why?" And I assume it's because I could just take the costume off and give it to someone, but you can't because it's a piece of paper that attaches when they put it on.
Yeah.
So how am I supposed to? And I'm gonna wear the costume all day.
Yeah.
So it's just, it was just daft. Anyway.
It was funny how Hugh
Yeah.
didn't have to do that.
I'll get into that in a minute.
Alright.
I'll get into
completely
that.
ruined the punchline.
Yeah, oh, God, I'm getting.
I was gonna wait. I was gonna say it because it's.
I'm sorry.
We'll wait now. We're still gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Yes, we're gonna do that. Okay.
So
okay.
you suit back up again to go into the line.
Yeah, and then about 5 minutes later, suddenly they asked me to get the tag out again, even though I put my whole costume on. I was like, oh God! So I had to take it off again, and then show her, and then the lady was like, oh well, you got to do it at the end as well. So then I had to walk around this massive queue, which sort of goes on a zigzag.
It's snakes.
Yeah, snakes. And I had my arm and my head out. I looked like a sort of really gay Spider-Man.
So, and just after this, I swan up. I'm being a little bit behind, and I'm wearing my full Doctor Strange costume. I've got a pair of marigolds on, and on my marigold is a wristband that they just put
And
on
you couldn't
top.
believe it. When I saw that, I was absolutely pissed off. I just
Because you should have gone the queue that I went in. It was just like...
I couldn't believe I had
It
the
was
one
slower.
anal woman I hope you're listening to this. You embarrassed me because I literally had to go through this zigzag queue with my arm out, and everyone's going, "Oh look, Spidey!" But I had my arm and my head out, so I just looked like a right.
It
prick.
wasn't just then as well. Every time you had to go out and then come back in.
Oh no,
you had
yeah.
to-
And I had
True.
to zip you back up again.
Hugh was my wife for the day, and he kept zipping me up. But I felt very.
I was master of the
But I
mystic
felt-
arts,
I
and
felt-
zipping is mystic. Apparently.
Well, I felt very
Apparently.
apparently.
self-conscious because I was obviously, and I'm sorry that's Hugh. I was perspiring quite a lot because I was in a costume, and I didn't want him touching me up trying to do that because it's not good for me. It's not good for
really
him.
gonna touch you up. To be
No, but I
honest.
mean, I didn't want you to touch my sweaty back or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? I didn't want you to do it. But
really
luckily,
want to touch your sweaty back.
I know, and I know you didn't want to. And that's why I felt bad, and I felt really bad because I didn't want you to keep touching me, and you didn't. And you certainly didn't want to do it. So I just
Yeah,
felt
no
bad.
one wants
And-
you touching them.
No, that's not what I meant. I
Nah,
just meant-
stop touching me.
But then again, you were wearing yellow gloves. So I mean, at least you
I
wouldn't have felt the
was,
sweat.
I was good to do the washing up.
Yeah,
in my
and zipping up my sweaty back,
Yes.
which is very, very nice. But yeah, that was a very sweaty costume.
Yeah.
But
How can you get warm with just a thin bit of lycra? It's funny.
try it. Try wearing it, and you'll see exactly. I think I was
Well,
quite
next
brave
year.
to do that. Not to mention, ladies, I wasn't wearing a cup. So
You can see the whole tiny package.
thank you.
The
Raph.
fact that Raphael knows this means that he was looking.
Oh, of course. I always.
Raph kept looking at my junk all the time. I saw it.
Yeah, I
I
know.
tried to have a look at his, but his was covered in jeans, so I couldn't see it. Like, oh
Yeah.
god.
Nick Fury. Nick Fury. Has
Oh yeah, it
has
was
an
it was
indeterminable
very
size.
good fun, and like I said, I got so many people taking pictures of me. It was quite ridiculous. I felt like a celebrity.
I got one
day.
picture,
You got one picture.
and I got one other guy.
Thing is,
So I jumped in on some of Ben's. That was fun.
yeah. Well,
Only one kid recognised. Oh, Spider-Man and Doctor Strange. Not.
I liked it.
quite as
I have to say,
enthusiastic
I really enjoyed it like that. Because last year it was good, and I've spent a lot of money, and it was good because I spent a lot of money. But this time I spent barely any money, but I had more fun than I've ever had at one of those things because I was in costume and people wanted to take pictures of you, talk to you, and stuff like that. I mean, like if only I spent more time talking to these people, I could have made friends. I think.
Yeah,
But
I think.
I think you could have made friends.
Uh-huh.
But I'm
It's a nice, friendly.
we can
yeah.
try again next year because
We'll try again
we're going to go as the X-Men.
we'll probably discuss more about that
Yeah, but
in the
there are
future.
a lot of black X-Men.
You could be.
Yeah, we had a look at this the other day. We had a look at
we
black
had a look at all the
superheroes.
black superheroes.
Yeah.
I know, there's not a lot, is there?
Yeah,
No.
so
See
you're
what
gonna
hap-
have to be Bishop
I was thinking
Yeah,
I
Bishop.
might just
or Storm.
come as a guy with a helmet, a gender-neutral character.
Gender neutral. You should
Yeah.
come. They can't. no.
Not gender, race
Oh.
neutral.
Race neutral.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. You mean like someone with a mask on?
Yeah.
You could be
No,
Zorn, I guess.
Who's Zorn?
Zorn would be quite. Anyway, no, we won't because I just realised this is next year. ladies
Next
and
year,
gentlemen. So it doesn't matter.
Look forward to seeing me as Fat Cyclops.
I am, and I'll be Beast. So yeah. Anyway, enough about that.
All right.
Body socks.
Basically, no, I have to say I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I recommend anyone who's into all this geeky stuff and just up for a bit of a laugh to just go for it.
I mean, it's fun.
And go in costume.
Because no one, yeah, exactly, no one judges you. If you're going to that
Exactly.
thing, everyone is dressed like that.
And
So-
if you like costume parties, you'll love this.
Yes, and I think I was converted because I was one of those people, one of those cynics that just went, "That's just stupid. You look like an idiot. I don't want to ever go dress up again. I'm never going to dress up ever." But I would do it again, and I'd gladly do it, and I'd do it every time.
Mhm.
I'd probably be doing it till I'm 60. I wouldn't say that, actually. Take that back. I wouldn't be doing it till I'm 60 because I'm sure my wife wouldn't let me go to these places.
Alright.
Yes, why?
Anyway.
Well, I was your wife.
Yeah. Well, I suppose you would let me. But, no, I've got several wives. I've got wives all over the place.
Oh,
I've got one downstairs as well.
Really?
Yeah,
Johnny.
Jonathan's my other wife.
Oh, okay.
Johnny. Johnny, who very kindly loaned us the sound equipment.
Yes.
Yes.
Jonathan,
A quick
we'll
thanks
credit
to
him.
Johnny Bursnell.
Johnny Bursnell, who set up our
Yes,
mics for me
the
on my
sound
Mac.
guy.
Which is, I have to tell you my Mac because I just want to show it off. It's a
You
very
can't really
big.
show it off.
It's a very big Mac. Well, I can't show it off, can I? So I'll just verbally show it off. It's a very big Mac. Don't say it, Raph.
I've seen bigger.
I was just gonna say compensating.
I was thinking he would say that, but that's still pretty, So yeah. What else was at MCM? Stalls. There was Nintendo there. Although I didn't
There
get to
was
have
a
a go on
lot
it.
of
Yeah,
porn
we
there.
could have played Ocarina
We'll
of
talk about that in a
Time.
minute. Yeah, we could have had a go on Ocarina of Time on the 3DS, but
But we didn't.
I
Why
forgot.
not?
I forgot.
I
Apparently-
did.
Did you? Was it good?
It's all right.
I never got to ask you.
Yeah,
about
when
that.
you guys lost me and I was wandering about for like 5 minutes looking for you guys, I thought,
Yeah, we
played
did
some
lose each
ocarina.
other
No,
quite a
we
lot.
kept, yeah, and like we lost Raph, so I went back to look for him, and then everyone else buggered off. So by the time I'd given up trying to find Raph, I went back to where everyone else was, and they were gone.
You'd think it'd be
and
easy
then
to
Raph
find
found me.
You'd think it'd be easy to find a guy in a Spider-Man
I
suit.
know.
But no, it's not. Not it.
Oh, shall we say that
Expo.
there was 4 other Spider-Men.
And
Yeah, but-
at least 2 of them were better than Ben's.
Well, no,
Thanks, Raph.
One was
You're
the,
welcome.
I think one of them was better than me. I wouldn't say 2.
one was.
I think 2.
And then
One
the other
was.
ones were sort
The
of
others were
Argos
like-
variety. Weren't
Yes, like I said, Argos style earlier. There was actually someone wearing that.
Styly.
Styly, I think it sounds cool. What are you talking about? I'm with the kids. In it
My brother says that. a lot.
was up.
they?
Anyway, basically, yeah, there was an Argos Spider-Man there, as I've nicknamed him, because he
That
had
was
because he
awful.
had the muscle pads. I think you guys must know what I'm
That
talking
was-
about. Muscle pads. There was a mask with the holes for the eyes instead of what I had, which was the white on the eyes, like a proper Spider-Man costume. And like he had holes for the eyes, holes in the mouth as well. This was like a costume I had when I was 6, almost. The guy wasn't 6, by the way. I'm not taking the piss out of a kid. I meant he was a fully grown guy who wore an Argos suit, no gloves and no shoes. So I thought he was rubbish. Didn't put any effort into it.
Yeah,
No
rubbish.
offense to that guy. I just realised he could be
He might
listening.
be listening.
I felt so sorry. Actually, you were very lovely.
You were magnificent. in
You're magnificent,
your
but
own, your own way.
I kind of guessed you couldn't be bothered. No offence.
Well, he could be bothered, but not to the right degree.
You didn't put enough effort into it.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
You
sorry.
didn't stay up pretty much all
In
night.
fact, you should go
Making
home
your
and think
costume.
about what you just did.
Oh,
There we go.
probably put in more effort than I did.
Yeah.
I mean, all I did was buy an iPad.
Yeah, but you look like.
Yeah, you bought an eye patch and
Yeah.
borrowed Ben's jacket.
Yeah.
and cigar.
And that's my suit.
Oh, you still
And
got it,
I'm
haven't
Nick
you?
Fury. Yeah.
It's a nice leather jacket. It suits you. I don't really wear leather jackets. I don't know why I've got one, to be honest.
It's, you know, it's quite good if you
It's
wanted
quite.
to go
It's
as
a lot
like
of money
Christopher
though.
Eccleston's
It's a lot of money. It was,
doctor.
I think,
That's the same
my
kind of jacket.
mum bought it for me ages ago when I was a kid, and it was like £99.
Really?
It's a proper leather jacket. So I mean, I hope Raph takes care of it. I'd like it back, but I mean,
Yeah, I'll.
well, the thing is, I mean, I'd like it back. I'm not going to wear it, but it just looks better on you. But I mean, I suppose you wouldn't
I
wear it
think
unless you.
Raphael should be Nick Fury more.
Well, if you be Nick Fury again, you're
I think
more than welcome
I'll-
to borrow the jacket again.
If I'm Nick Fury, I
'Cause you
think
look better
I'll
than me.
invest in a proper jacket.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Well, you could,
I was
you
looking
could, you
for-
could buy mine for about, I don't know, 30, 50.
Yeah, because like I was looking online for the Nick Fury replica jacket.
Yeah.
That's like 400.
Well, you might as well buy mine off me for like half price.
Uh.
Anyway, well, I'm not trying to. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
flog his stuff.
I'm trying to
on
flog
there.
my stuff. Next week I've got a series of mangas, and I've also got a codpiece if anyone wants it.
you didn't use that,
Only
did you?
slightly used.
Only used once, and then I took it off.
It's tiny, really.
Thanks.
Kids size.
Thanks, Raph.
You're welcome.
You're a dickhead. And anyway,
Oh, hello.
stop fiddling with your bottle, please.
Alright.
It's just making. You can hear it on the thing. It's just going to
Just
sound.
hear
really
it.
bad.
Just the.
Stop it! Everyone's going to think. Put it down. Just put it down.
Put it
Hugh.
down, Hugh.
Stop fiddling.
God.
Ugh.
Stop fiddling with my.
Anyway, there
Shut
was also artists there, just freelancing artists, and I thought it was really nice to see that. I met Paul Duffield, who was this comic book artist who helped me out with my dissertation, which was nice to meet him. Although I was in a Spider-Man costume, so it was quite an odd moment for him, I guess. But I bought his book, and also there was the writer of Elephant Men there, and as well as one of the artists.
Yeah, I didn't know any of them,
No, I guess not.
so I didn't really care.
There was some. I mean, like, I've heard of Sonia Leong and Emma Viscelli as well. They're there, so I've heard of these artists. But apart from that, there wasn't many artists I did know. Although I knew Townsend as well. I can't remember his name. Townsend?
Yeah.
Is it Matt? Do you know who I'm talking about? The guy who had the Spider-Man
Yes, I'm talking
drawing.
about, yeah.
I will look him up later because he was very good, and I know I was told about him once before as well, and he seemed very good. And he also did art for something that I've already read, so I felt a bit bad that I didn't approach him and get a sketch from him.
I didn't get anything at all. I didn't buy anything.
Yes, you didn't, did you?
I never got around to it. It's kind of like.
I bought not that much, but I did buy much, if that makes sense. As in, like last year, I bought shitloads, and this time it was different because of the fact that
You're more of a student.
yeah, that too.
And
Because obviously
no
last
money.
year I lived at home.
Well,
Obviously now I
like, me
live
and Ben both
in-
lived at home, and Raph lived in the city.
Yeah.
So Raph was just poor anyway.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm because I'm
Raph
black.
was always.
I never
poor.
said because you're black. Although that is part of the reason, I bet.
Yeah,
I bet you
yeah,
can't
yeah.
get a job because you're black.
Yeah.
Casual racism, ladies and gentlemen.
This is a show that tackles racism.
Yes. I hate black people. There, I said it.
So do I.
Good one, Raph. I like that. Let's stick with the black people.
Yeah.
I actually like white people and black people, so
I hate everyone.
he hates everyone.
Yeah.
So
The black guy on the show hates.
you're incredibly
every-
racist, I gotta
Come on.
say.
Incredibly, yes, for a black person, very, very, very.
I can't believe you hate black people, Raph. Even though you're a black man.
Well, you know.
Anyway, you know what? No.
Anyway.
So
Couldn't think of anything.
I forgot what I was gonna say now. But yeah.
Yeah.
I bought like my Art of My Neighbour Totoro.
I got
Paul
the.
Duffield's book, Elephant
I need
Men.
to borrow my neighbour Totoro from you.
Yeah.
as well.
Oh, the film.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
of course
thought
you can.
watched
Of course
it.
You got the art of Totoro.
Yeah, it's just over there.
Oh.
You can have a look at it later. Don't look at it now because you're gonna have pages and it'll just be
Yeah.
a disaster.
It would just be
But you
noise.
feel free because I'm like, oh, the storyboard artwork is beautiful. It made me really want to do that for my own stuff. Like I probably have to go at painting storyboards rather than.
Painting art.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. Whoop, my iPad.
Oh yes. Quick note. This is the House of Apple. In this room there is an iMac, an iPad, an iPod Touch, an iPod
iPhone.
Touch,
You said that. A MacBook.
a
An
MacBook.
iPhone.
That's it. That's the one. Raph has an iPhone. I've got an iTouch. You were going to buy an iPhone, weren't you?
I was going to buy an iPhone, but as a lot of the country may know, iPhones are a lot of money. So I'm probably going to just get a suit instead. Because I think every man needs a suit. I think every man needs a suit.
I already have a suit, so I might.
I don't.
Buy an
I don't.
iPhone.
I'm getting one this week.
I
I think.
am gonna
no,
get one
it's-
before
it's,
graduation.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea to wear a suit at graduation.
Yeah, I've got to slim
Although it's
down
gonna
to be able to fit my
although
body.
we're going to be bloody hot.
Yeah.
I know,
Yeah.
but it's worth it.
Actually, I need to get mine dry cleaned.
I think I might
first.
bring a little portable fan. Just go-
Yeah,
sorry, ladies.
I don't
was
think
holding
any
a
of us
fan.
have either of you ordered your gowns yet.
No, have
No.
you?
Oh
No, not
shit!
yet.
No, I haven't.
I'm gonna probably do it tomorrow.
I need. I've lost the sheet. So.
I somewhere safe.
I might do mine.
Just
Tonight, actually, I think.
Yeah.
What else were we going to say?
We have to pay a lot of money for something for one day.
Hmm.
Always
Yeah, that's quite not. We won't go into that though. So yeah, MCM overall really good. Journey was a bit ridiculous in places. Like of course, like
We've
you may have
learnt
mentioned that we may have mentioned the name of Loz. He's a friend of ours, and
He's my
unfortunately,
housemate, so.
his Hugh's housemate. Unfortunately, they're not very good on wheelchair accessibility. Which station was it? Was it, or was it several? No, it was several stations, wasn't it?
Mainly at Bank.
Oh, it was
Bank.
The
ridiculous.
Bank was the Bank or Monument.
I couldn't
It's
believe
sort
it.
of split into two.
Our friend Loz, I won't go into details because I don't think he wants me to tell the world this, but he has, he can only just walk, and
had
so
an
he could
accident years
walk,
ago.
so he could walk down the stairs. But that's besides the point. As in, it was. I'm sure it was very
He showed
painful.
a lot of character and a lot of courage.
Yeah, and I respect him
walking
for that.
downstairs and then walking back up.
Exactly,
I killed him.
and we had to. Myself, I carried his wheelchair down, and our friend Johnny Crab, who's quite a big chap. Like I said, he was going to be the Goron from Zelda. So, and he suits it. He's massive chap. Like as in height, I mean, obviously. And he carried it up. But of course, Loz suffered the most because he had to walk all the way up this really long flight of stairs. I couldn't believe how
So
long it was.
if any of you know Boris Johnson, can you just kick him in the shins and say, do something better
Yeah,
for these
please.
people?
I know we're just a bunch of geeks who went to MCM, but please, can you,
Yes,
can you do
please.
that? Because that was ridiculous, and I didn't like seeing Loz like that. It made me cringe. It made me quite sad actually. Someone's
Yeah,
entered the
it's
room.
adorable.
Hello, Katie. You alright?
Hello.
Hello.
Well, this is a podcast.
It's a podcast.
Just did a podcast, Katie.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright.
Hello, Johnny.
Johnny and Katie have just entered the room. You don't know these people, do you? Did you?
No, you
did,
won't know these people.
did you want to introduce yourself or?
Well, they're not members
No?
of the sandwich.
Well, yeah, we had
These
a
are
new
outside
meat
the sandwich.
Hmm.
A little compliment
Yeah.
to the sandwich.
Is there a reason you come up here?
No?
No, just thought we would see what's going down.
Okay.
Just
okay.
talking.
Yeah, just
That's
talking.
Please go on.
Massive.
I don't want to talk in front of you guys. Can you just listen
There's
to it?
no
When it's
structure to this. It's
just
just
it's just us,
rambling,
just us bantering.
bantering. We're
Yeah.
now losing viewers as they go, God, they're sort of stopping now. They're not interesting.
I may
anymore."
pause it for a bit. Excuse me. Okay, welcome back.
Hope you enjoyed that little segue.
Yeah, that was
For a moment there, we had a live studio audience, which wasn't quite.
yeah. We got a bit nervous because first time and everything. So
As you are.
First time. Probably good that we now talk about first class.
I think so too. That's why we had the little sound bit during that break there. Which,
Did you
if
have to
you
explain it?
if you can call it a break, shall we? What?
You had to announce that.
I think we do.
People just appreciate the fact that.
Well, no, some of them
It's
might not have heard
rubbish.
it because I was worried that people aren't going to actually hear what he said. And shall we talk about actually the X-Men arcade
We were playing
game
it last night.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. That's great fun. I
It's
loved it
a great game.
I used to play on it back in the days when I was in Yarmouth as a kid.
The old coin-op machines.
Yeah, that was there. I remember no one else would play it with me though because my sister hated X-Men and stuff like that back then, but now she likes it, which is really odd. So she wouldn't play it with me as a kid, and I knew my mum had to play on it with me, and I was like,
Your mum had to play.
she had to because of course my dad would not be able to do anything. He doesn't even know how to turn on a computer, let alone play a video game where you know.
Well, he's from a different age. The
Yeah.
middle age.
No, he's just what's the word?
Old.
He's old.
No,
how much older is he
he's-
than your mum?
he's ignorant. No, he's not ignorant. He's a lovely man.
He's got a moustache.
But he is he won't
Snake has a
won't
moustache.
touch any technology whatsoever. Like he can't even use a TV remote. No offense, Dad. I love you, Dad. Sorry.
I don't love your dad.
I'm glad you don't, because that'd be a bit weird. I love your dad though.
Oh.
Stolen any cars lately, or?
Yeah, he steals a lot of cars in between his job as a doctor.
And his job
Great.
was not a doctor.
Hang on, he's a well-respected doctor, and he steals cars.
Yeah,
Oh God,
God,
the
yeah.
worst kind of black man.
Yeah, the worst kind of black man.
he'll make you better than steal your car.
Yeah, yes. Oh, I feel a lot better about this cold. Thanks, Doc. Oh, where's my car gone?
That's fine. I need to get home, but yeah,
So anyway,
I'll take your car.
he will be live at the Apollo very soon. Anyway, yeah, X-Men arcade game was brilliant, and we played on it yesterday because, of course, yesterday before that we watched the X-Men First Class film.
Yes, the new release directed by Michael Vaughan, starring people.
All those people, I cannot
those
remember their
people.
names. They're very good. They're very good, by the way.
Yeah.
Very good. It's very
I won't
good.
mention a few. I won't mention a few. Should I mention a few who are terrible at acting? I don't know.
Mention that one.
Which
the
one?
one you want to name as a terrible.
Oh, the one that
actress.
looks like a Labrador.
All right. I don't think January. No, that was. Yeah. Take
You
two.
read it. January Jones.
I don't think she's. I think she's terrible at acting. No offense to her. She's a very beautiful woman, and
Yeah,
she's
of
very.
course,
She does
no,
very.
it's-
Yeah, I was gonna say she's very good. She looks good.
Yeah.
I'm just. I wish she would act. So I just felt Emma Frost was boring, very bland. But apart from that, even though she's supposed to be sexy, I felt. Well, she's all right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Even though she's barely wearing anything, I didn't sit there and go, oh. I just felt. I don't know. Apart from that, well, no, actually, there's several things, isn't there? We'll probably talk about them now, I guess. By the way, for anyone who hasn't watched this film, there are going to be spoilers.
Yeah,
obviously,
we should mention
Yes,
that.
spoiler warning.
because it's going to be very hard to.
Doctor Who fans out there, spoilers.
What?
No, you don't watch Doctor Who, so you don't.
Do you watch
understand.
Doctor Who?
I haven't seen it.
So we don't know. Well,
You
for
see,
the
you
Doctor Who
don't
fans,
know.
that's what
Yeah,
Hugh said.
just spoilers. Just imagine that I'm a woman saying that.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
You didn't
I'm
watch
sure. I'm
series 4
sure.
or
I'm
any of the new
sure.
series,
where-
so you
wherever
have
this
no
is,
idea.
if this, because we don't have no idea where we're gonna, send this. If this is on a blog or a YouTube thing, please comment and let me know what the hell he's talking about,
Yeah,
because
'cause-
I have no idea, and Hugh will try to explain it to me, and
I'll
will
try
just,
to explain it, but you.
but he'll just go.
Alright, okay. There's a character called River Song
Oh, great.
who
Oh, we have a caller. Hello, Johnny Bersnell. Hang on, I'll put this on loudspeaker. I know this is gonna be hilarious.
Yes, there's a phone call.
Okay, this is Johnny, our friend Johnny Bersnell. Go ahead, Johnny.
Hi, Raph.
Oh,
I'm
yep.
nervy on the radio. I'm a bit nervous.
It's all right. Don't worry about it.
Fine.
Do you find the sandwich concept a bit offensive?
Did you hear that? Ralph?
No.
Did you find? Sorry, do you want to say it again, Johnny?
He's not
Sandwich
me.
concept's a bit offensive.
Do you find the sandwich concept a bit offensive?
Oh, yeah. It's very offensive. I mean, I have to be in between two white guys.
Do you mind sitting in the middle?
Well,
It doesn't mean you're closer to the mic unless you're you've got a better.
Hang on,
audio.
everyone. Sorry, what was that, Johnny?
Better sort that out, alright?
Okay, we'll sort it out. Thanks, man. Have you done the washing up?
No.
Oh. Well, thanks for calling anyway. I'll
yes, your
see you later
call
downstairs.
was invaluable.
All right, see you later.
Yeah.
Cheers. Bye.
Well, I still vote we stick with the name.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Yeah, but it implies
we
that
don't
I'm
know who-
taking it from both
I'm
of
sorry
you.
about that, everyone. He's just some
That's
crazy
if you
man.
read into it. If you don't read into it, it's fine.
If you read into it, it implies that I'm taking it from both of you. It's like I'm in the middle.
I'm just turning phone off because everyone thinks it's hilarious that we're recording a podcast.
Yes,
It's
I'm going to
off
do
now.
that to mine because that's going to happen to.
That was quite funny though. To be
No, I don't
fair,
want
I did really.
to
I
turn
did.
off
I found that Johnny's. That was quite funny actually. I'll let him have that. We'll never have proper phone calls on the podcast, as you understand, because it's a podcast, not a radio show, so no one's going to
Yeah,
be.
it's not recorded
Yeah.
live.
So.
And if we gave you our phone numbers, you'd be able to call us and say
And we don't like that.
rude, horrible, nasty things like "you sound like a girl" and "surely that man isn't black."
I would like to hear. Oh, you sound great. But
There are no black people in Norwich.
Only you, Raphael.
Yes.
as you could guess, this is also recorded in Norwich. Anyway,
No, it's
first class.
Yes, first class.
What can we say? First of all, I thought it was a great film. I thought
It's
it
a
was
very good film.
a very good film. I enjoyed it. What would you say, Raf? Because we've just said we enjoyed
I
it.
liked it. It was pretty good.
Thanks,
I
Raf.
feel
You're welcome.
right.
What are you gonna say?
I feel like it was very, very good. I really liked it. I think I think it actually contends X-Men 2 as like the best X-Men film.
Which one was
you
X-Men
think?
2 about? I can't remember.
2 was Striker. Oh yeah, but by the
yeah,
way,
yeah.
for those of I guess people would know this, but I'm gonna say anyway.
It's
The-
just like, spoilers for pretty much
The there's the X-Men trilogy. 2 of them directed by Bryan Singer, and the third one, which is a lot of people don't like, but I think it's good.
It was
Directed
alright,
by
yeah.
what
Someone.
was his name? The guy who did Rush Hour.
The guy who did Rush Hour, yes.
Okay, we'll do that then.
Do that.
We'll just stick that. And then there's of course Wolverine, X-Men Origins, but we won't talk
Directed
about
by someone who can't direct traffic.
that. Exactly.
God, that was awful.
Normally, I'd say that about Michael
Terrible
Bay,
film.
but I've
Terrible
still
film.
done that
We've-
mode, so.
Yeah.
We're all in agreement.
Terrible film. So we won't talk about that.
Yeah, X-Men First Class is a prequel.
As you, oh no, I think we mentioned actually in this podcast we mentioned X-Men Wolverine Origins actually at the beginning, didn't we? When I was sitting there going, oh, it's Deadpool and all that. Anyway, so we stopped talking
Was it
about that.
before we started recording? I can't remember.
No, it was during recording. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, right.
So we won't go into that. It's a terrible film. Don't watch it.
Sure.
Done. Right. What?
You sure?
No. Yeah, we should go into that. Well, it's a terrible film. Or,
Yeah.
Well,
I
no,
mean,
it's-
have you seen it? I've never
It's awful.
cared.
I just said don't
Yeah,
watch it.
Yes.
this is actually in the podcast early on. Sorry, we just repeated ourselves.
Sorry, let's stop it now. Stop. But all I'm going to say is, also at the thing, MCM, I think we're repeating ourselves again by saying this, but they do mention in the writers did mention that X-Men Origins practically doesn't actually have anything to do with the other films now,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Because it was shit.
But
Anyway.
they're gonna make a sequel for Origins.
No, they're going to no. That's
it's going to be standalone.
there you go.
They're
It's
gonna
also
be
going to be
standalone,
directed
it's
by. Oh god, I can't remember his name. You know,
Stop fiddling.
I'll stop fiddling. It was going to be directed by Darren Aronofsky, but he had to leave the project.
Oh,
It's going to be filmed in
Awful.
Japan, and because of the terrible tsunami, that didn't happen.
oh right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Well, anyway, First Class is basically a prequel to the first 3 X-Men films that were out in when was the first one out? 2000?
2000, yeah. Oh, 98.
Really, 98?
Yeah.
Are
Wow.
you sure?
And they're very good films, by the way. All 3 of those films, I believe, are fantastic, and I recommend. I think they're the best Marvel films, actually.
What X-Men?
The X-Men films. I think you're going to disagree, aren't you? But go on.
I would say Spider-Man 2 is definitely better than X-Men 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Definitely.
And
I guess actually, yeah, that does
you
make
know
sense.
what? Like,
But
Iron Man is
but
better
think
than
about
X-Men 3 too.
yeah, but think about X-Men
Yeah,
2.
Iron Man.
X-Men 2. Okay,
X-Men 2 is the high watermark.
I think that's the best, definitely the best Marvel film out there.
What about Iron Man?
Iron Man's alright, but I feel Iron Man's just a bit of a hangover thing. I mean, I love Iron Man and I love Thor, and they were brilliant films, but I do feel like I could sit there watching them when I'm hungover. Do you know what I mean? It's just that sort of thing. While with, I feel X-Men, it's got, you know,
There's more to
grabs
it.
some,
Well,
yeah,
I
it grabs
guess I
like,
really love
themes such as racism
Bryan
and
Singer's
homophobia,
one.
as well as, you know, all these other things. It's more
Segregation.
grounded, yeah.
Civil rights.
While with Iron Man, it just feels like, oh, look at that, he's a flying guy in a suit. Or Thor, it's like,
He's
I
got a
don't-
hammer.
And he's
like
really.
I won't go into those.
hot.
I'll try not to go. Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everyone was thinking.
That's all the
it.
women. Yeah, because I know my sister's friend went. Oh yeah. Oh, I watched that Thor. It was really good. She was like, why'd you watch that? Because the guy's good looking. I was like, well, that's okay.
Well, I
fine.
think that's the only reason I went there as well.
I didn't go to see First
He's
Class
amazing.
because January Jones. I went to see
I did.
First Class because it looks good.
No,
and I didn't
went
certainly
for-
didn't go, and I certainly didn't go for her acting.
No,
So
I went for
I'm,
Jennifer
I'm sorry, January. I apologise if you are listening, which you probably not.
yeah, that's all she was there for. Just you know,
To please you.
just to try and win some Golden Globes.
Anyway,
I already had some.
well, anyway, should we actually get on to First Class? Because we're just rambling on about
We
other
are
stuff.
rambling.
Okay.
So, yes.
X-Men
Very
First
good.
Class.
It's prequel. It's good.
Okay, shall we expect it's set in the 1960s?
1962.
Thank you very much.
The time of the Cuban Missile Crisis.
And the first issue of the first Spider-Man story actually released as well.
Didn't the first X-Men come out then as well?
63.
63.
That's a year after.
Ooh.
So it's a bit too early.
A little bit too early.
God, we've
Oh,
found something wrong with it already.
oh dear! Oh, how could it be wrong? No. So what else is there? Shall we? What did we think of the cast?
Okay. The cast.
I really like the
Xavier, very
Charles.
well cast.
Yeah.
I have to say, yeah, he was brilliant. I thought McAvoy was amazing.
Yeah, James McAvoy.
Definitely,
Very good. Very talented.
very talented young man.
Very. If you haven't seen him in
Especially
State of Play, watch State of Play.
Especially if you
Very
watch
good.
Wanted and then go, oh, that was a terrible film, and then suddenly go, oh wow, actually, First Class is all right, and then like you said, State of Play.
Last King of... First or Last King
He
of
was even better in
Scotland.
Narnia than he was
Actually,
in
yeah.
Wanted.
Mr. Tumnus!
Yeah, exactly. But no, he was a brilliant Xavier, brilliant young Xavier.
Yeah.
Quite a few jokes about, I don't want to lose my hair.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
mention that. Like I said, it's a very good film, but we'll niggle a little bit, but just for the sake of the podcast, we'll niggle a little bit. But to be honest, I think it's a good film. So
Well,
nobody
I think of any film you can nickel to the cows.
exactly. You
Right.
can do that. I mean, like even The Dark Knight is terrible in places, even though it's a brilliant film. Same with District 9, and I can't think of any.
Fucking
I'm
proms.
trying to think of my. Thanks, Hugh. Anyway,
We Lord knows the only
first we'll mention I was sick of, well not sick, but I found it a bit. They didn't have to do this so much. How many times are they going to mention about how Xavier was going to look in the future, as in like the hair thing especially?
Yeah.
Like
Oh, yeah.
he did.
Nothing about the chair, but more about the like when you're first trying out Cerebro.
Okay.
Goes, are you sure you can't shave your head? It's like no.
And he goes,
I'm
just
keeping my
he goes,
hair.
he just goes, don't touch my hair.
Yeah.
And I'm just
It's
thinking,
funny
oh,
he's
because we know
gonna
what's
be
going to
bald.
happen. Yeah, they mention that a lot, and then at the end, when he suddenly goes, oh, it could be worse. I could go bald or something like that, and I was just like,
It's funny. 'cause
you've just made it sound really depressing. Like I think I can imagine Xavier just being so
Exactly.
depressed now, just sitting there going, oh god, just being horrible. Because in the film, I will mention in the film, he gets crippled. Okay, sorry.
big surprise there.
We were surprised because I heard from Hugh.
Well, what I'd heard is that they were going to continue.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
This is my major fault with the film, because this is what I was
Well,
expecting to
Well,
hear.
mention what you're going to say first. Just like,
Well, this will tie in.
oh, okay, go on.
That they were going to make this like a new trilogy, so you'd have the degeneration of Eric Lensher and Charles Xavier's friendship, so
Yeah.
that by the end of it you have Professor X. and
Eric Lensher
Magneto.
being Magneto, by the way.
So you have Magneto and Professor X as you know them now at the very end of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And so that moved on rather quickly.
yeah.
At the
I
end.
I agree with
I think-
you. I felt that it should have been a trilogy. And to be honest, I enjoyed the film enough to want to see more
Yeah.
films because I
And
want to know
there
more
will be.
about it.
I mean,
We'll see the early venturings of
Well,
the
now you've
Brotherhood.
said there'll be more films. I just feel, is there any point now? Because
Yeah.
to be honest, ladies and gentlemen, it wraps it up really, as in like now I don't need to watch any more prequels. I could just go and watch the films. It kind of wraps up really nicely. So I feel
Except when you go, whatever happened with the Magneto and Charles and Mystique? Because
yeah.
this is a whole added backstory. that
oh right,
comes in
yeah.
with This
This
film.
is another thing. I had the other problem I had with the film was even though it was supposed to be mainly about Magneto and Charles's relationship, I felt it was more drawn to Mystique's and Professor X's, which
Is weird.
I never expected that when
Yeah.
I saw the film. I didn't think because at the start you see them as little kids, and apparently Mystique's in his room when he's a kid.
in his pantry.
In his
in
pantry,
his
yeah.
pants.
Yes, and he's
No.
just to say that. and he's disguised
No,
as
that's disturbing because they were both.
well, he's disguised as his mum, isn't he? And I was just like, I found this really odd because in the films, this is very nitpicky. I think now, but in the X-Men trilogy, you don't Charles and Mystique never mention that they've been, you know.
Yeah.
I don't expect them to suddenly go, all right then, oh, you're naked in my pantry. I don't mean like that.
in my pants.
In my pants. But
Well, you wouldn't mind us being naked in your pants, though, really.
no,
No.
I would. That would be a bit
you're
weird.
spoken for.
A
so-
blue No, that's not the reason. No, it's not at all. Sorry.
Well, are you
Sorry,
sure?
sorry, Fern. No, it's no. The fact it's a naked blue lady. I think that's
Yeah,
pissed me
but
off
she
a
could
little
be
bit.
anybody
And she's
you
scaly.
want.
Oh yeah, I guess she could, couldn't she?
Yeah, just tell her to turn to someone else.
Anyway, I forgot what I was going to say now. I'm all hot and flustered. Oh, Jesus. Oh.
Oh,
It's quite hot in here.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I have to take my clothes off.
I was saying right about just thinking about Mystique and that whole thing about with her and Hank McCoy and this love interest thing.
Yeah, that's another thing.
That's what gets thrown away very quickly.
Yeah, I felt that because I
and then
think
suddenly she goes off.
because then
with
she goes
Magneto.
off with Magneto, doesn't she?
It's not-
Yeah.
In the
Although I did
original-
like to see that because I was wondering why Mystique wanders off away from the X-Men,
Mm.
and I guess that makes sense because
Well-
she's technically in love with Magneto.
Technically.
I think so. I think it was more of a crush, but I think she definitely developed feelings for Eric. And
Well, it's always implied in the things that.
In the
yeah,
that there's
in the
some
films
elements,
especially, yeah.
But you never see anything.
No, you don't, do you? And even then, like in the third film, I think this is where it meant when she turns back to her human form. I'm spoiling the other films as well now. When she turns back to human form and Magneto just sort of leaves her,
Mm.
she looked really devastated at that point
Yeah.
because not only was she like like naked and helpless on the floor, she also, I think, lost the person she really truly loved. I think that's what happened.
Mm.
Yeah,
God,
I think so.
deep.
That's pretty deep. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, what else can I say really? It also does muck up a little bit the third film.
The very beginning.
Yeah.
Do you want
The
to
very
mention? Do you want to talk about
beginning
the? Do you want to talk
of
about the beginning?
Third film, you have Charles and Eric walking up to Jean's house, is it?
Yeah.
It's Jean's
Yeah.
house, yeah.
And Professor X is walking in that movie.
And
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
Patrick Stewart, and he's with Ian McKellen.
Yeah. And they're both friends. Now,
And they're clearly older, and they're badly dressed.
yeah.
Well,
So shall we?
Ian McKellen.
Shall we say that? How did that happen then? Because in the film, James McAvoy gets crippled.
Yeah.
And Magneto becomes Magneto.
Unless
So
the events of...
and they're not friends anymore. So you have to wonder, when did this happen?
It could have happened, like,
Do you think?
before,
Do you
when
think?
they were
Really?
recruiting.
Really?
They went
What, did
up
he
to
suddenly
Jean.
grow into Ian McKellen and
Yeah.
Patrick Stewart? And then they went back to
But-
normal.
I heard how they, in that opening bit of X-Men 3, they digitally reduced the age
Oh, yeah. So
of them.
Hmm.
Yeah.
They
So
could have. I get.
they could get
But-
away with that, I think.
Oh yeah, but you can see they kind of disregarded the third film a little bit. Not on.
Yeah.
I don't think on purpose though. It does seem like because we didn't remember it.
No, I remembered.
Well, yeah, but did you remember straight away?
Yeah.
Oh right, okay.
I wasn't
No.
pointed it out.
No, but I thought you remember. Yeah, I know you pointed it out, but I thought you did after. I thought you just suddenly went. Actually, do you remember? I didn't realise you went. Just looked at it and just went. Oh yeah, that's a bit
Yeah.
wrong.
Well, because all the way through, I was expecting, because of that, I was expecting it
No,
to
well-
continue.
Well,
That they'd be friends.
no, you're right. It does. It did feel the whole film, although it was very good, did feel it was very rushed near the end because it tried to establish
the-
Professor X becoming Professor X.
Yeah.
Technically, the one we know, the bald, wheelchair-bound man.
Even
And,
though he's not bald still.
and he's not bald though, so don't worry, he's not bald.
Don't worry, there's still baldness to
Don't
come,
worry,
I think.
McAvoy's still got his hair. And
Magneto
Eric becoming
character.
Magneto, and of course Mystique becoming part of the Brotherhood
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But that was like what? That was wrapped up in the last 15 minutes. wasn't
Yeah.
it? Not even
a
that.
really
I don't think.
quick
12
third
minutes.
act.
Yeah, and I felt if, like you said, Hugh, if they are going to make more films, they could have just stretched it on. Plus,
Well,
I felt
I feel like if they do, then they might have them come back together again.
yeah.
And, like, maybe I've made a mistake, says Magneto.
But do you think Matthew Vaughn's up for that though?
I honestly don't know if he'll be directing another one.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Given the current controversy of January Jones.
Are you definitely
baby.
sure? If you're going to mention that, are you
Well,
sure you're
I
definitely
think
on
it-
good?
Yeah, we
definitely
don't
on-
want to
we
get
don't
What
wanna-
I've heard, it's speculation, but not ill-founded.
Shall we leave it there?
Yeah.
I probably
Let's
shouldn't mention that.
talk about something else.
I've already insulted her acting. I don't want to insult her
Choice
current
in there.
state either. But anyway, yeah. I forgot what I was going to say now.
I want to talk about
Go on.
the black guy.
What the? Go on then.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
the black
one
guy.
black guy in the
only
whole
black,
movie.
Yeah, the only black.
In that whole universe was killed off after like 5
Yeah,
minutes.
The character of Darwin.
That's another thing I was going
who
to say.
actually isn't even black in the comics. He's Hispanic.
for those people who haven't actually don't know much about X-Men, because even I'm very rusty with X-Men.
In fact, I'm the only one who actually reads the X-books. I think.
Yeah, I haven't read them since I was in high school, so I don't really know. I
don't
know
really
parts
read
of it.
much.
But there's a lot of X-Men in there that you might not recognise, especially since when the trilogy of films came out, there was they already established the main
the most iconic ones
X-Men.
they chose.
Yeah, they've chose Cyclops, Jean and Storm and even Wolverine. So they're all there. So you can't really put them in the prequels. Although, bringing up Wolverine, he does make a cameo appearance, and I'm going to say you're going to be very surprised because I was shocked.
It's for a Marvel film.
Yeah, for a Marvel film. Okay, shall we say this? The first film to say fuck.
Yeah, so
the first ever Marvel film, I think, to say that.
It sums up Wolverine in like a second, and
I couldn't believe.
Also, kind of, you have the cameo. It's there and it's gone. It's all explained away in the story.
Good, because we don't. No offense to Wolverine, he's a great character. But we don't want that.
Do you know who I missed in that film? Stan Lee. Not in it.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. I was going to say that. Where the hell was he? Is he actually in there?
He was in Thor.
I'm going to Wikipedia it. Excuse me, Sam. Carry on talking. I'm going to
get the iPad.
I'm going to get the iPad out and I'm going to Wikipedia it. Excuse me.
And this is why we're filming it here, because we can check things.
Yeah. Excuse me.
On an iPad.
We're not filming
Why not
it.
An iPad.
Yes, any.
Go on.
I
Carry
don't
on.
remember Stanley in that.
No, in Thor.
Well, no, I remember him in Thor.
Yeah, he was in the truck, wasn't
he?
he?
Was driving the truck, and it was probably the best cameo I've ever seen him.
Stan.
No, he's guy getting older. I think they filmed it mostly in the UK at Pinewood, so.
Oh really?
That might be why.
Yeah, probably getting Stanley over there would be a bit.
But they filmed a lot of Captain
America. But to be honest,
Pinewood too.
Yeah, I was going to say, but to be fair, is Stanley in that?
In what?
I don't know. Jack
Because
Kirby was involved in it, but I don't know.
Well, no, he wrote when he was 19. Stanley wrote a story for Captain America. So I don't know if that's. But the thing is, he didn't create Captain America. Well, I feel like that's why they didn't put him in Ghost Rider and all those other things. Then again, why would he want to be in Ghost Rider? It was a terrible film.
Because it
It
was
was an awful film. As far as Marvel films goes, actually, I think it might be better than Daredevil.
What?
There we go.
Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
I've never actually seen Ghost Rider.
I've got it. You should not
You
borrow
paid-
it.
Oh
You
no,
paid money for it.
no! We didn't miss it because there is no cameo according to Wikipedia.
Well, that's Wikipedia.
What it does, it goes. Lee will have a cameo. No, hang on, where is it? Thor. So Lee appears among many people at the site where Thor's hammer blah, 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 lands on Earth. You know, that guy on the truck. For those of you who watch Thor, you'll know what I'm talking
Credited as Stan the Man.
about. As he should be. And then it goes straight to Captain America, saying Lee will have a cameo in Captain America.
So no
X-Men.
Oh.
Which, according to Wikipedia, so I don't know if that is completely true.
It's odd. I don't think he actually has a cameo in X-Men 1 or X-Men 2.
Yes, he does.
Does he?
And 3.
What?
I know
What
he has
was
1 and 3. That's
He has. He's
With
a guy on the beach. This is so
Oh
sad.
yeah,
I
he's,
know
he's the guy
He's
on
the guy on the
in
beach with the towel.
number
He's all,
one.
and he's all like, oh, Excelsior, or whatever he does. And he's just sitting like how he walks past. You know, who is it when the senator becomes
Senator
a mutant?
Kelly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in the second one, he's oh God, was he in the second one?
I don't think he is.
Wikipedia.
You shouldn't have put the
remember the
iPad down,
second
could
one.
you?
Nope, I've not
Just
put it.
kept it up.
I'm gonna have a look again.
With your,
Talk amongst
your-
yourselves.
With your Batman background on there.
Yeah,
It should be
please.
X-Men themed.
I'm gonna
for
change it
this.
to Mario at some point because Johnny's iPhone's got a really cool background, so I want to do something like that. God, he makes an appearance as Daredevil, doesn't he? I mean, not as Daredevil. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? No, not as Daredevil. Sorry, in Daredevil.
Actually, that's pretty good cameo because it's kind of what happens in the books.
Carry on.
Oh wait,
Please carry
Edwards,
on.
He makes cameo in Fantastic Four 2 as himself.
Oh no, he wasn't in X-Men
As
2.
himself.
No, I didn't think he was.
No, you're right. No, he wasn't in X-Men 2.
I
Oh,
find that weird.
disappointing.
I think it's because he was busy. Because I remember reading about it now. I think he said he was busy on something, which I find really odd. That Stan Lee could be actually busy.
Well, he's busy being executive producer of a company that's doing quite well these days.
I guess.
Now it's been bought by Disney.
I'm still waiting for them. I'm still waiting for the Disney.
Well, the next
crossover.
Kingdom Hearts will have Marvel in it, definitely.
Are you sure?
Yeah, actually, I wouldn't be surprised. I bet we will have a Marvel comic to go with the Kingdom Hearts game.
Yeah.
I don't want. No, actually, no, because it's owned. I don't know actually, because Disney. I think it's owned more by Square Enix now.
Really?
Yeah, I think.
Disney's
I think
owned by
Disney. No.
Square
I meant it's the franchise is owned by. I think Disney just go chuck the characters in there. Because at the time when the first game. Sorry, I'm now going really geeky now. Because for those of you who've never played Kingdom Hearts, you won't know what I'm talking about. But basically,
You should play it. Go
basically, Kingdom
go
Hearts was
play it.
originally owned. It's good. Originally owned by
I'll
Disney,
put it
and
behind
it was
the list after
literally
Zelda.
Square Enix trying to make a Disney game, and then on the second one it was complete reverse, wasn't it? Really, it was kind of like Disney characters in a Square Enix game rather than Square Enix characters in a Disney game. And I think the third one just looks completely like what. It's got nothing to do. There's been trailers, but they're not doing it at the moment because they're busy with Final Fantasy stuff, I think. Anyway, I'll stop talking about that. Back to oh God, what the hell were we talking about?
Well, I remember starting a conversation.
It's going to be us. Talk about one thing, then we move on.
Guy.
I know, but I want to get back to First Class. Yeah, you were talking about the black guy.
Yeah,
and I was saying
how
some of these X-Men you won't have heard of, like what's his name? I can never pronounce his name. Azazel.
He's not actually a mutant. He's actually.
Yes, I read that this morning. He's actually a devil, or possibly a devil.
Possibly a devil, and the father of Nightcrawler.
Yes.
His mother of Nightcrawler is Mystique.
So, but you never see that in the film. So this is why I guess in the sequels to First Class they'll probably explore that a bit more. Where you probably
you
have
the.
I don't think they'll show it. That'll be quite horrendous because no offense to Azazel, or I can never say his name. Azazel, thank you. No offense to Azazel, he's not the most attractive man in the world.
Yeah, but they've already had fuck in it, so.
I can't believe that's what I want to talk about that more because I just think, how did that get into a Marvel film?
Because Wolverine is.
I know. I guess it works, but like I haven't seen all of Origins, but I presume in Origin there is no sign of that word.
Actually, I think there is.
Is there? Oh, if there is, then I guess
maybe.
It just seems
I can't really remember.
Well, then it doesn't.
I don't really want to remember that.
Okay, sorry. I'm sorry, Hugh. You're right.
Just what they did to Deadpool.
It's okay.
It was awful.
But yeah, I don't.
They're definitely.
I was very shocked by it. I liked what you said about X-Men First Class actually, because there's the bit where I guess I can explain this, but Xavier stops time, doesn't he? Sometimes, well, doesn't stop time, but freezes.
He freezes people.
Yeah. There's that bit where he freezes Sebastian Shaw, and Magneto flings the coin into his head. The only way to kill him.
Yeah. Yeah. So because Xavier's paralyzed thing, he's possessing Sebastian Shaw. So Magneto, not so Magneto can kill him, so they can just imprison him and stop him from exploding. But Magneto has his own reasons for wanting him dead, and so he gets his coin. And
watch the film.
And he pushes it quite slowly as well. He just pushes it.
It's really horrible. There's such a horrible bit.
Skull.
And you see that little that noise.
And you see like this panning shot of Sebastian Shaw's head, and intercutted with the same shot, same speed of Xavier, and you just see the pain on Xavier's face.
I couldn't quite notice that until Hugh mentioned it, but
basically Magneto doesn't just kill. Sure, he's also kind of killing Xavier, not
killing him, but
Xavier's feeling the pain of death
of the coin going through his head. Well, Sebastian Shaw probably isn't feeling that at all.
Yeah, because Xavier's got the whole.
Yeah, exactly. And so when he does that, you said wouldn't it be funny if his hair fell out? Because that made me laugh. I just thought, why not go the whole hog? You've rounded it all up. So Magneto's like, oh yeah, he's the cut. He's a villain now. Xavier's, Xavier. He's now got crippled. Why not just make him bald as well? just do the whole lot. And then have Azazel go and bang Mystique, and then we could be done. That's it. You don't need more films. That's how I felt. I felt with these films, they could have easily been when you said about the trilogy thing. And I kept comparing it to Star Wars, how we've got the original trilogy, and then
this prequel trilogy is actually good.
Yeah.
That's true. If there is going to be one, the first one's already good. Unlike the Phantom Menace.
Phantom Menace had good bits in it.
Okay. Anyway, but with the X-Men trilogy, I then sat there comparing it even more to the X-Men films in terms of like story as well. Because when you think about it, I don't know if you guys agree with me, Charles is technically Obi-Wan, and Magneto, although they're older, although they're the same age, Magneto technically is Anakin. When you think about it, as in the sense that I feel Charles tried to teach him the ways of being a good mutant. Yeah, pretty much being a good mutant, and then suddenly he took his teachings and then turned them.
Yeah.
And then he became.
The thing about Anakin is though he goes back to the light side. Magneto doesn't. He's a wanker till the end.
No, this is the thing. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. But I mean, only slight things. Like I just felt that when I was watching it. I just felt actually, Charles is trying to teach him how to become, like him in a way.
Yeah.
But he uses his teachings and gets the wrong idea almost. Although I guess with Anakin, he was tempted by the dark side.
I think you see that actually with Sebastian Shaw going, mutants are better. We should be on top of these humans.
Oh, do you think Sebastian Shaw almost like the Emperor then?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Well,
would,
of course,
but do you see where I'm coming from?
Magneto's like, I agree with you, but I want you dead.
Yeah. Do you see where I'm coming from though? In that sense, even though they're the same age and they're more friends rather than like he's a mentor, it's a similar sort of like.
Well, Xavier is trying to play as the mentor character.
Yeah.
And
even though they're the same age.
Yeah.
Mm. And
that's
no, I like that.
And
I was thinking you could have carried that off. You could have carried that on to 3 films because Magneto. Because like I said, I probably repeated it, but I'm going to repeat it again.
Well, you look at
Magneto,
the Skywalker. That's 3 films.
Magneto and Xavier. There wasn't enough going on with those two.
No,
do you know what
I
I
mean? They met and then they were friends, and then
because I was thinking
they weren't friends.
Yeah, I was thinking in the film it would start off with them two as friends, but it didn't. It started off with him. He actually met Magneto in the film, and I thought, oh, okay.
I have to say, Magneto's pretty cool when he's going through with this leather jacket and he's running along.
Yeah,
and
that Magneto
getting knives and he's going
kick ass.
Oh yeah, because they actually showed because obviously in the film, in the original X-Men films, they don't show him using a combination of magnetism and fighting skills. But of course, he was trained by Nazis and stuff like that, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was
Nazi's experiment. But I know he must have had some sort of training though, because he was sitting there, you know, like he had fighting skills, didn't he?
Probably picked up from hunting Nazis.
I guess, yeah.
Hunting the Nazis.
Yeah. And also, obviously, he had magnetism on his side. So.
Yes.
But if I tell you what, it's very different from the arcade game Magneto. Which, is quite
Welcome to die.
I am Magneto.
Whoa, that's a bit loud.
Magnets.
You should have said that in the movie.
Yeah, that would have been brilliant, wouldn't it? If he suddenly goes, listen to me, old friend. Killing will not bring you peace. And he suddenly goes, welcome to die!
No, you should have a bit in it where he's going, I am Magneto, Lord of Magnetism. Someone just hits him and he just knocks out.
Oh, I see, I get it.
So you can get it in there. But believe it.
Yeah. So, but I think there'll definitely be more. Well, like you said, there'll definitely be more sequels. I just feel there's no need now because they wrapped up so quickly.
But they can have sequels.
There was one thing that I found weird. In the first movie, Xavier said, "What's his name? Magneto helped him build Cerebro."
That's what I was doing.
Yeah, and
is that another thing?
Yeah, but in this Hank McCoy builds it all on his own.
Yeah.
So
actually, Hank McCoy does everything. I
noticed that. I was going to say.
Like Doomsday Action Cinema.
It's exactly. I was going to say Henry does everything, doesn't he?
Yeah, he builds the X-Jet.
But I tell you what. Yeah, of course the X-Jet.
He built their costumes. He did that thing.
He got the costume.
Yeah. He built the wings.
I thought Xavier was reasonably clever, but to be honest, I think he's an idiot. He just sits there and goes, I don't think we should kill anyone. And it's like, actually, it's a war, so, go and bloody do it, you penis. I like Xavier, I'm only joking. But it did seem like okay, I would just do it. No, do it. Just kill him. Do what Magneto said, but don't be bad. But just
welcome to die.
I think that's been overdone now.
Welcome to die.
Okay, we'll have another one.
You can't move the blob.
No, it's not that.
Nothing can move the blob.
Nothing can
Nothing can move the blob.
Bang.
What's that? Can't hear you.
I'm sorry. I'm pummeling you. No, but yeah. No.
Pyro will turn you into toast.
Right, I think enough of the voices now. I'm so sorry about that, ladies and
gentlemen.
gentlemen.
Since I can't do voices.
What else can I say? Pretty much.
I'm pretty much wrapping up. Really.
I quite liked.
It's very good.
It's a good film. I recommend it. Please,
go.
It can be a bit different at time, but you should see it if you enjoy the first and second and even third, really.
Yeah, if you enjoy those films, it's fine. You don't have to watch those. I don't think you even have to watch those films at all.
You definitely.
What?
Oh.
No, you don't have to watch. You don't have to watch them. I don't think you can just watch first class and you'll be fine.
You don't need to see the sequel to see the prequel.
And also, the only thing is, if you are going to watch First Class and have intention to watch the other X-Men films, I'd recommend watching them the way we did, because I only say that because X-Men 3 is going to mean absolutely nothing to
this movie.
Yeah, because also there was another bit where there was something else wrong with X-Men 3, wasn't there? Didn't we say? We were sitting there.
Emma Frost. Emma Frost is
Emma Frost is in more Origins.
But we don't care about.
Oh, yeah.
That's fine. No big deal.
Well, it's mainly just the whole going to get those two together.
There was something else as well, I swear there was.
There was something else. I'm trying to remember it.
We discussed this yesterday, and I was.
We sort of ruined the podcast yesterday.
No, we haven't. We've done all right.
Well, no.
But
regurgitating instead of having it fresh.
Yeah, I guess.
What happened in X-Men?
No, but I can't remember. It doesn't matter. Anyway, basically,
Things
X-Men
happened.
3. Some of the aspects of X-Men 3 might be a problem thanks to First Class. Also, I realised I was reading about it today because I was reading about Sebastian Shaw because I'm that cool. Sebastian Shaw was on the television screen in X-Men 1, I think, and as Dr. Shaw, but he's dead.
Also, they've got Dr. Hank
So
McCoy.
this is and
in the
Henry,
second
and
one,
yeah,
as a human.
and as human, it's Dr. Henry McCoy, and he's probably a lot older as well.
This
Plus,
movie,
you know,
So this First Class movie hasn't ruined it per
It
se,
just
but it does
messed it up.
has screwed up a little bit, like the
Yeah.
fact that
well, they never intended to make this film originally.
no,
They
true, of
just
course,
did.
of course it did.
Because the course can make money,
And
which
of
is good.
and-
We
but-
like
but-
that because it's made a good film.
But I just felt like, unlike, I'm gonna say this now. I don't know if you guys agree with me, but with the Marvel films, right now, all it is to make money. If
Yeah.
they make good films, good. But I mean,
Yeah.
at the moment, it's to get that Avengers film on the go, to get Initiative on.
well, the
you
Avengers
go.
is going to be shite. To be honest.
Well, that's exactly what I think. I mean, yeah, feel free to disagree. I think Avengers Initiative is a disaster of a film about to happen
Really?
because there's
But
too much
it's
going
written
on.
and directed by Joss Whedon, so the uber geeks are going to go, oh!
Yeah, but it's just going to be
fill their
overdone.
pants.
It's going to be overdone because there's just going to be so many superheroes going all crazy, like, and especially since we mentioned Luke Cage as well, you've added another one into the mix because so you got Iron Man, Thor, Captain America,
But there's
Luke
no
Cage.
there's no Luke Cage in it.
Yeah, but if you did have Luke Cage,
Yeah.
Hawkeye, Black
Black
Widow, Ant-Man, if that's possibly going to happen, but I don't know if that's actually going to happen.
It's going to be an Edgar Wright film,
Oh, right,
so
then
it'll probably come later.
I'll put it back.
Edgar Wright.
I'll put Ant-Man back.
He's doing. Didn't you know?
No, I never knew that.
And
No,
we'll take
that's-
Luke Cage
that's
away, so
awesome.
that's 5 already. 5 superheroes
I
already.
thought it was 6. Hulk, Iron
Oh,
Man.
and Hulk. Sorry, 6.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hulk, Iron Man.
See, I keep forgetting about Hulk because that was a shit film. That's what I mean.
Hey, it's a different Hulk. Different actor.
Another
Yeah, I know.
different
Yeah,
one.
not Edward
because
Norton, it's,
Edward Norton probably doesn't want anything to do with it. Although I felt The Incredible Hulk was a lot better than the Hulk, but that wasn't very hard to do because Hulk was a terrible film.
Yeah,
And Incredible Hulk isn't that much better, but it's certainly better.
certainly.
But I still wouldn't watch it again.
Wouldn't
I
watch
think
any of them.
well, I just felt with the X-Men films, they're not about that. They just want to make a decent film, and I don't like the Spider-Man film coming out as well. I don't like the idea of rebooting
I
Spider-Man.
don't like his costume.
Nor do I.
Actually,
But
it's not long enough ago for there to be a reboot.
it's only
But
been
then
10
again,
years.
It's
10 years since the first film came out.
yeah. Well, 9. Actually, when it comes out, it'll be 10 years. Can't believe that. It came out when I was 12. It
But
came
we're-
out on my
yeah,
12th birthday.
Came out on my sister's.
I'm 21 in 12 days.
Came out on my sister's 10th
came
birthday.
on your sister.
Raph is a twat.
Well, I'm not. Okay, I'll stop
anyway,
there
so
anyway.
we'll leave that for another time because to be honest, we are running quite long into it now.
Yes, we've
Um,
got a lesson to go to at some point.
Oh yeah, we've got the thing, haven't we?
I
No,
don't
that's
know.
not till 1:30 anyway. No, what
2.
2 o'clock. Then we're fine.
Yeah, it's currently 12:43
So we're
as
okay.
of this moment.
So I guess what more can we say really? Anything you want to say about?
It's ice cream.
Raph has a suspicious white stain on his trousers.
It was ice cream. We were eating ice
Sure,
cream,
sure,
and
sure,
some
what-
of it melted.
Yes, of
Yeah,
course.
some of the ice cream melted.
Yes.
On your.
Yes,
On my
trousers.
pants, yes. On my trousers.
yes, of course. Yes.
You know what? Screw it. I'm out of here.
Okay, Raph's just left the building, and I suppose we'll go too. Thanks for listening.
Thank you for listening to the pilot.
Ramblings of.
Maybe
idiots.
next time we might make it a bit more structured.
Yeah,
so
sorry,
not
and
so-
we'll make it more interesting. So if you've survived this long, thank you. That's
Thank
very
you.
much appreciated.
The other ones will probably be better.
We will have more structure, and like I said, it is the pilot.
It's the pilot.
I just realised, yeah, that's
and
going to
it's
be quite a lot.
oh,
That's
what
then that's another because that's another 40 minutes onto the recording.
Another 40 minutes.
Yeah, so we're going to have.
Bugger my auntie Doris and call her
How long will that be then? 100
an hour and a half.
an hour and a half. Wow, so that's definitely time to wrap up then. Okay, right. All right. We'll see you next time, I guess.
If you're here, if
If
you're not,
if you're
then sorry,
Well, sorry we're so shit.
sorry. But
But please
thank
come
you.
back.
Thank you as well for listening to us, because
I know we can be quite
as
difficult.
Raphael would say,
Fuck off.
okay, not that. We're awesome.
That's 5 times now, and I'm so sorry. Sorry, Mum. And
sorry.
sorry all the little kids who were listening to this. But then again, why are you listening to this, little kids? You shouldn't be listening to this. Go home. Go to bed.